Whoa, how fancy.
Oh, before we get started, if anyone would like to join the GPG session, it is starting now. Ray asked me to make this announcement, and it is starting. Cool. Yeah. All right. Hello.
Hello.
You're rotating the speaker. Okay. Thank you. Cool. Alrighty, thank you all for coming. So today we're going to go through introductory GPG slides, and then we're going to go into the key signing, where you will be signing each other's keys. The intro part is going to be brief, but it'll cover everything you need to know about GPG to participate in the key signing party. And we'll go through how to generate your own key pair and what GPG is used for, and so on and so forth, so that you have a key, right? And on the bottom right, there's a QR code with the link to rewatch the session and the slides. If you want to follow along with it, you will also need a laptop to activate your own GPG key. You can't make it on your phone. Actually, no, it can't might work. I'm pretty sure there are apps to generate a GPG pair on an Android phone. But yes, you will need a laptop. There's a slide for prerequisites, which I'll get to. But yes, you might want to pull up the slides just in case you want to go through them on your own. So, or if you've heard about GPG in the past, but you didn't really have the time to dig into what GPG is, and just want to learn more about it, this is a good session to join. The two main uses for GPG is, of course, encrypting things and signing things so that you can test that they can be you. And finally, if you already have GPG keys like Louis, and just want to yes. if you already have GPG keys and you just want to get them signed by cool people, that's also a good reason to, yes. And yes, of course. So that's also a good reason to join the session. Yeah. So no prior experience, again, we'll cover everything you need to know about GPG, but in cool. All right, so these are the prerequisites. Windows, Mac OS, yeah, Windows, you can get GPG for a win on their official website. And they also have a winget command if you have winget installed. I believe all Windows 11 installations come with winget, the app installer from the Microsoft Store. I don't remember if the installer is signed or not, so if it gives you a warning, just make sure that you're downloading it from the proper URL. Mac OS is easier. If you have Mac OS and Homebrew installed, you just have to run that command. Note in the bottom, if you are on Mac OS, you might want to install the GUI front end for pin entry as well. And that is because if you don't have a GUI pin entry installed, you'll actually default back to the built-in pin entry on GPG. The problem with that is that pin entry will fail to render on some terminals where the width and height are constrained. So for most terminals built into IDEs and editors like VS Code or Z, sometimes you'll have a little pane where the terminal is shown, and in those panes, the integrated pen entry might not launch. And in that case, when you try and sign something or encrypt something within that terminal, it'll just silently fail or give you a particular message, and you might not be able to figure out why it's failing. So it's a good idea to have the GUI front end for pen entry. And for Linux, I do not know what distro you are running, but hopefully this is helpful. One of those is helpful. I don't know which one. Yeah, great. Well,
Why did you make commands?
cover all bases.
It might be helpful.
Might be helpful. You might be on some, Linux first crash.
Instructions on how to make the Linux.
Off topic. Out of scope.
Did you include the code on how to make your own implementation of GPG?
Well, we should get started with building a laptop.
About where to get
Yeah.
transistors.
Yeah, where do we make SAM?
Where do we make
We should
SAM?
just create the
How would
universe.
you make that?
I don't know. I'm an atheist.
It's like trivial. You just start the video.
It's
Yeah.
like tangent for
Just
you.
blow
There is
this
a
up.
person who got into a series of lawsuits about exporting the GPG code outside the United States.
Yeah, it used to be illegal now. Or heavily
well,
restricted.
It was theoretically illegal, however, it was exported regardless, filed a lawsuit and won.
Yeah.
Which is why you're allowed to bring GPG across borders. And they used to sell shirts like, you know, this shirt is export controlled by the United States and whatnot with like the printed code for it.
Yeah, the CD and the CDs. Yeah.
I don't remember the name.
That was the GPG.
I'm pretty sure it was that guy. And he not only fought the Supreme Court, he represented himself and is not a lawyer against the Supreme Court and won.
That's crazy.
He's crazy.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, we'll move on. All right, so why use GPG? So we have on the left traditional symmetric encryption and asymmetric encryption or GPG on the right. With regular encryption, you have to have a pre-shared secret that you share amongst all of the participants in a conversation. Let's say, for example, the algorithm of a Caesar cipher. That would be the algorithm, and the pre-shared secret might something be offset 5, right? And if we all know that offset and the algorithm that we agree to use, then we can just encrypt and decrypt messages. But the drawback of that is if the algorithm or the pre-shared key gets leaked, if the algorithm and the pre-shared key gets leaked, then everyone's conversations can be decrypted. It's just, and there's the problem of sharing that secret in the first place, right? If you don't have encrypted medium or like a secure place where you can share the key amongst all the participants, that might not even be possible depending on whether you know the other person or not. And if you send it over a medium where it gets leaked, then eavesdroppers can figure out both sides of the conversation. Whereas in GPG, the pre-shared key is no longer a concern because from the name it's asymmetric. So you can generate a key pair, one part of which is private and one part is public. And with this public key, you give it out to everyone that wants to send encrypted communications to you. Now that does mean that with GPG, it is a one-way street. So let's say, for example, I generate a key pair and I go away and get a key. That means people can encrypt things to send to me, but I can't encrypt things to send to other people unless I have their public keys. So to establish a two-way or three-way or n-way communication, I would have to get everyone's public key, which makes it a bit more annoying. But with this, you can publish your public key, and it doesn't matter if eavesdroppers get access to your public key because all they can do is encrypt things with it and not do it. And with GPG, it goes past encryption, where you can also sign things to attest that things came from you. So it's useful for verifying the integrity of things. Let's say, for example, you wrote some, let's say software, you sign it with your GPG key, then people can use your public key to verify that this software package came from you if you signed it. Right. The downside is compared to traditional encryption, it's slightly harder to get set up and understand. Right, so yeah, private key, public key, as mentioned in the previous slide. When you generate a GPG pair, you get a private key and a public key. Private key you keep to yourself from the name, and it's used for decrypting things that people send to you inside context. And public key is you publish it and verify and send. Cool. So this, we'll just go through the encryption steps really quickly. So we have a secret message on the right. Let's say that the gold key represents the private key and the paper represents the public certificate or key. And then the person on the right uses the public key to encrypt it. This is the usual PGP message is much longer, but I've just truncated it so that it fits inside that box. So once it's encrypted, we can send it over any medium, be it secured or unsecured, and then the person on the left receives it and then can use the private key to get the original message back. Signing works in a similar fashion, except it goes the other way around, where you have your private key and the thing that you want to sign on the left. So once you sign it, you get the signed message on the bottom. This is armored clear sign. So there are different methods of signing. The good thing about armored and clear sign is that if you have the message in the middle and the signature appended to the end of it, this is appropriate for cases where you want to send it over things like email, where plain text is much better than a binary format. But let's say that you have a giant binary file and you want to sign that. Well, GPG supports also detaching the signature from the actual file so that you send it separately, and then people can have the original file and compare it against the file. So you send this message over like any other medium, and then the person on the right verifies it, and of course it fails because it's different, right? It's different from the actual signature on the bottom because maybe it got corrupted on the way. So we're just going to retry the transmission, and because eavesdroppers can't sign your things without the private key, the person on the right can be certain that it actually came in. Cool. Alrighty, so for applications, so you can use GPG for a bunch of other things like sending your emails with Thunderbird, sending your Git commits, and so on. There are more features as well that I will not cover in this introductory slides, like subkeys and using hardware-backed security keys like YubiKeys, which I didn't even know was an option. Lumi showed it to me like yesterday. So yeah, that's pretty cool, but we won't be covering it. If you are interested, again, at the end of the session, I will be showing the QR code again to access the slides, and then you can scan it and you can actually click on the link and see all the different resources for learning about GPG in depth. And there is a really old blog post I wrote on GPG. It's a bit outdated now because this was written back in 2020, and GPG has been updated since then. But there are lots and lots of resources available on different parts of GPG. But yes, we'll not cover them over here. Alrighty, so we're just gonna move on to the demo portion. I'm gonna go through the motions of generating a whole key pair. Sorry. So we don't have any keys. GPG-K lists all your keys in your key ring. But right now, I just moved mine into a temporary directory so we can do the demo. So we'll just run the command on the slide, which is GPG. Alrighty, so we are presented with the second kind key that we want, so we're just going to go back to the slides. Alrighty, so what key types should I use? There are two key types, RSA and ECC. ECC should be more secure because it's a relatively newer key type. But if you want to use it with other people, you have to make sure that whatever ECC client they use also supports ECC. And with RSA, it's an older standard, but it's still okay. Like it hasn't been enforced as of presenting this slide. And it has a wide compatibility because it's been basically. So, which one should you use? ECC, because it's been the default since 2021. So compatibility should be good, and most clients should support it on most distributions and operating systems. If you have older keys with RSA, it's perfectly fine to use it, but because we are doing the key signing thing here, if in the future you have to rotate your keys, you can resolve the signatures, so it might be a good idea to get another key pair with ECC if you happen to have an RSA key. Yeah, and usually the option that you want to pick for ECC is run it by default, and if you don't give us question and just press enter, it'll just go with the defaults. And you want to curve 25519, the default. Okay. I'm pretty sure there was like a controversy around this one. Like when the ECC option was first introduced, and this one was the only one that was in the GPG software, and people did not trust it. Yeah. Backwards text. Or NSA. Yeah. So, yeah, but now we have for 25519, which I believe is the same thing used for SSH keys, 80. Yeah, so we use that. And now GPG asks us what the key expired. So we're going to switch back to this slide once more. Sorry. How long am I doing this? Can anyone guess how long? Like, what's the good security practice for? Yes.
1 year.
1 year. Any other guesses? Yes. 60 seconds. Yes.
Best practice is having one key that you keep that does not expire, and you set aside another key that doesn't.
Yeah. So Lilith got it. It's forever. These last forever. I'll give good reasons as to why. As Lilith said, you can create sub-keys that have shorter lifetimes, right? And if, say for example, you lose your key pair, then you can just revoke it. So it doesn't really matter if keys expire. Yes.
Why should you make the parent key also expire?
If you make the parent key expire, it becomes really, really annoying because you will have to generate a new key pair and you lose all the signatures that you received after that.
You can change the expiration date on the parent key.
Right, but then why not just have it non-expired? If you're going to be taking the expiration date constantly, you can just have it non-expired. Yes.
The technical reason is by doing that, you keep proving that you still have control of the key. It's a give and take.
If I lose the key, it automatically, the problem will be not a problem in like at most a year.
Yeah.
It will expire.
Right.
Whereas I never expired.
I feel like if you lose the key, you want the signal that you've lost it quickly. And the expiration date will not be helpful. It's actually yeah, ideally you would revoke it. And it's kind of like an insurance. Yeah, in case you forget or over again. But there is a link over here as well. You might want to read on the reasons why your key should last forever. Personally, I'm of the opinion that keys should last forever and you just have self-keys where you can have a short lifespan and you put on systems that you don't fully trust so they get leaked. You know, like compromise your primary key. And yeah, so, I don't know, it's up to you, but personally, in my opinion, I feel like it should just last forever and that you should use some keys in case you are not confident that and yeah, so with the name and the other information, so I'm just going to say and for comment, I usually put it on my website URL. Does anyone prefer that? For the comment? Does anyone prefer putting anything else for the comment? No? Yeah, that's that. Alright, let's do. Okay, then it's going to ask you if you want to confirm the okay, so your 10 free screens should have shown up like this. And you just make the password. Because this is a demo key, password is good. Right? There you go. Yeah, you want the air for like a 1 try and the password. So it's really good. Okay, this is for a demo. Okay. Oh. Not enough. Right. Alrighty, I'm going to try that again. I've actually never had that happen during any computer class.
Try a different terminal.
Yeah.
That's what Stack Overflow says at least.
I'm not sure if I've ever run into not eventually.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's an issue with the TT library.
I guess. Because I did actually check, and I'm pretty sure the framework, at least in my system, I don't think there's a way for it to actually properly run an entropy, because when you look at it, it constantly says the amount of entropy is 256 bytes, and you can correct label it.
Okay, I'm gonna try to get a password. I'm just gonna restore my original key.
Is there a reason why I'm trying to use agents?
I'm not sure. This was not an issue like an hour ago. Because I ran through this entire like presentation and it was fine. So I'm not sure why. Oh, I wonder if it's because we had.
No.
Alright, let's try it here.
GPG.
Wait, hold on. Before you want to go back,
Yeah.
you can do for example GPG conf dash GPG.
Pounds and miss the pound.
Oh yeah. Okay. Maybe it was looking at the old old directory. Maybe it was looking at the cache from my old GPG.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's try
You need
it.
to restart your agents.
Ah. That's probably why. Sorry. So.
You can also do that for GPG driver because that's the wrong
I think that was the issue. There we go. Okay, so yeah. Once you have your key pair generated, you should see something like this. Public and secret key sign, created and signed. Your public key over here with the signing capability and the certification capability. This is your primary key. And your frequency of the key generated as well as the subkey. So by default, GPG will create one primary key, one subkey. The primary key will have the signing capabilities and certification capabilities, as denoted in these square brackets over here. And the subkey over here will have encryption capabilities. Yeah. And again, I'm pretty sure, like, if you choose something else over here, yeah, like something else, like they'll generate like different like combinations, like the primary and the subkeys that are happening for that. So yeah. So cool. Did everyone get a chance to generate the key pairs? Yes. Alright, cool. Does anyone not have a key pair? Yes, of course. Yes. You tested it. Yes. Okay. I'm going crazy. All right. I swear. All right. Let's go back to the slide. Okay. Yeah. So now we're just gonna go through publishing our keys. So. So I don't want to publish this key because we can't really verify with this key note. We don't have access to this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna just use my keys. This keys are okay. And then I have this is my main key over here. I just grab the from here, copy it, and I do key server. Keys. HTTPS? Yes. Oh, sorry. It's not HTTPS, it's HKPS. Different protocol. Keys. the past. But if this is your first time uploading your key to the OpenGPT key server, it'll actually send you an email at the email that you specified in the log generating key. You want to like verify your email because that way people can look you up on the key server using your email and get your actual key address in your phone. So yeah. Oh shoot, I just realized that. Alright, so. Alright, so speaking about key servers, yeah, this is the key server that you really want to use as of right now. In the past, there used to be another like 4 key servers. I think it was basically school.sks-key servers.net or something like that. It's mostly, yeah, and there were like 4 GPG key servers, and you can see like the full list over here. The reason we're not using them is because most of them are dead. Especially the one that used to be the default, the SKS key servers tool. It was a collection of key servers that all synchronized with one another, and the problem with that was it used an older server implementation that had some problems that I'll probably go into in a future slide. Because of that, they were basically unmaintained, and then they fell out of use, and now this is starting to become the default, but not really. Most distributions, sorry, not most distributions, some distributions, and I believe macOS GPG install come with keys.org as default, but it's not set as default for all of the GPG distributions. And depending on which one you use, you might be redirected to get to the default SKS keys. So it's a good idea for any like sending the keys or receiving keys commands to always like specify the key server as this server URL with the protocol. Sorry, protocol. Right? Yeah. So we're going to move on to why we need to sign keys and why the need for key validation. As we saw while generating the keys, we can just input anything we want for the key details, right? And the key server does not really block you from uploading any key. That's just how key server is supposed to work. They're like, you're supposed to be able to upload keys, so that in the near future, if third-party signatures are allowed on key servers, you should be allowed to sign someone's key and upload them to the key server, and that means accessing keys from any source. Right? So, if you combine those two things, you can realize that there's nothing stopping you from claiming to be you by generating a new key with your details, and then essentially claiming that this is my key, but like my key as a you, like starting to encrypt like side things to testify that they came from you, and to trick people into thinking that this key belongs to you when in fact I have it, and then have communications that redirected to me, right? So that's why key validation is important, because using this we can verify that the GPG key pair belongs to the person who's claiming to be the details that are on the key. Alrighty, so as I mentioned briefly, most key servers will actually spit out their code signatures, and this is kind of fed into why the original SKS-key was designed, and that becomes spam. The problem with key servers is that most of them, like, if you look at the GPG key, it's actually a string of packets, and when you send them to a server, you are basically sending them to read-only storage. Like, you can't really remove them from the server. I guess there are limitations, like if you change the implementation, you can do that, but when it was originally conceived, it was like meant to be read appendable, right? So people, there was a problem with spam where people would just generate a bunch of keys and use it to sign someone's keys and upload it to the key server. That way, you have a bunch of signatures from some keys that you don't want but can't get rid of because, again, it's There is an aspect that allows for attesting certain the certifications. So let's say that if I get certification from someone, then I can say, oh, I meant to receive a signature from that person, and then that will basically attest it and publicly say, hey, I'm good to have this e-signature on my key. Like, I trust this person trusts me, I want this displayed on my key. Yes.
Not related to the cost, kind of. Could you make the volume louder? Or could you make the volume louder?
The volume on the mic?
I feel like I can't really hear you that well.
Okay.
Part of it is the thing that you need to be a little bit louder, but part of it is that you're not speaking directly into the mic. And so
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Is this better? I think the
Not
mic-
really.
You need to speak a little bit louder.
Is this a lot better?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
If you keep that up, then I can.
Sure, okay. Yeah, so, where was I? Prospect, yes. So, it would provide a mechanism where you can say that, like, the two parties agree to have the signature displayed on the key, but unfortunately that hasn't been finalized yet, and there's like a conflict of philosophy between the authors of the GPG software and the people writing the server behind Keysigning.org. So, as of right now, you can upload your keys. You can't upload your keys. Other people can't send your keys and upload them to append them to the key server listed over here, because they'll just filter it out. Yeah, so if you want to read more about it, again, link over here and we'll get into it. I feel like we've already gone past 20 minutes. This was supposed to be 20 minutes, but so, this is the actual key signing part. We're going to go to this web app. Okay. GPG party. Hey, there we go. So GPG party.ericswpark.com. And for root code, it's pretty hard. Ready?
What?
This was really fun. Yeah.
How'd you make this?
Well, I woke up and I started working on it at 9:30, and it took 4 hours. And then I beta tested it with Ian and found fun. And we added more physics over and spent 3 hours. And now, this is what you're looking at. Okay. Alrighty, so more and more people are joining. Alright, so. Alrighty. Sorry. Yes. Okay. So Lilith is already uploaded her public key. So what we're going to do is export the public key that we just created. So GPG -- armor. I can't hold up the mic and type. I'm so sorry. GPG -- armor export, and then you need to paste in the fingerprint of the key pair that you just created. So for me, it'll be this one. Just copy that, paste it here, and then press enter. And this is my public key, right? But I want to put it in a file, so I'll do something like Eric. And now it's in my downloads. And you want to drag it over to this section over here, right? If I paste it. Now you can see that my name has been. Yeah, you can see that I went over here, and you can see everyone else. Oh, okay, we've already started this first keys. Okay, so we'll wait until everyone has their public keys uploaded. That's great. Ian has already signed in. Alrighty, so who are those 3 people? Are you saying? Okay. Okay. What?
Like, I need to upload an actual file.
Yeah, fine. Just do what I did over here. Like, you know, do like ericswpark it doesn't matter. You just have to upload like a text file, and then it'll read the file. And make sure to make it proper. It can't read. I don't know if it can read binary. Probably good.
Oh, I've been attached to people. You can skip people?
Yes, so everyone here in this, so the skip feature was added in because I wasn't sure like how big the session was going to be. But I feel like we know this is fine. Okay, I have some people designed over here. So I'm going to just do, is this your fingerprint?
Yes.
Does it start with an E?
Yes, it does.
Okay, cool. I'm going to demo it. Download key. Get this key over here. And then I'm going to go over to my terminal. And then I'm going to do, actually, it's really simple. You just have to go here, press this copy button, and then go back to my terminal, paste it in, and then I did. I pressed the button. So, no, I don't want to sign my copy.
I think. Well, I think you are perpetually at the bottom of the list so you can get at it.
This is true. I'm also going really quickly.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Wait, I can just download everyone's key and then.
There's conveniently a button called download all.
Yeah.
Whoa!
I had a bit of a head start because I'd seen
That's
it.
so crazy.
Wait, Eric, I'm not gonna lie. I came like
If you look at the
I
graph
say
where the
what's
two
going
main
on.
nodes.
I have no idea what's going on.
Cool.
I'm not gonna lie.
Good luck.
Alright, so I have signed this. I'm going to go to my download. Hey, there we go. So,
Really?
actually, see, so we've already signed our key, so we have the link over there. And this is so I just want to use
Oh, you're right.
Army Bavarian. Who's from Bavaria? Hi. I need to verify your identity. Please come by after the session with your drinking water. Lilith, does your key start with C and end with E? Lilith, does your key fingerprint start with C and end with E? Is this your key?
Was I the first person to sign this?
Other than you, you also signed everything.
I'm gonna say that's
You
pretty
just
wrong.
threw up a bunch of warnings. Are you really sure you want to sign this person's? Because you revoked things. Hold on, let me do this last time. Yeah. I was like, are you sure you want to sign all that? I'm like, yeah. So I signed your revoked keys.
Signed by myself, signed by Ursay, and so mine is my key, signed by Ursay, and signed by myself.
Is this the fingerprint to your key? Looks like it. Alright, cool. That's good enough for me.
Nope. Apparently not.
I looked at you, and I'm
Amazing.
this is your key.
Absolute sense.
I just blindly signed everything.
I also blindly signed everything.
Oh, okay. Please don't do that.
I trust you, Rodbat.
Yes, but still, you still want to verify that everyone's like who they're claiming to be.
I verified.
Cool. Awesome. Alrighty. I'm gonna go to sign everything.
Who's best? You put the key in so I can sign more.
Your key is about to expire next year.
Mine? Yeah.
Yeah,
I said it was
I see.
I heard the discussion, I decided to stay.
And EGP stands for
Alright.
Who's Matthew?
We also spent a while figuring out how to use the GPG command line to
Wait, who is
make a
Matthew?
secret.
Who is Matthew? And
That's me.
I don't think that's you.
that's not you.
You don't have a computer, how did you
You're
Waffle?
Oh.
No, you're not Matthew.
Who's Matthew Ezra?
Oh, I didn't know your name. I'm not gonna lie.
Cool. We are doing a Keysigning party. We should join. Yes, a Keysigning party with a custom key server like web application.
You were so fast.
I know.
Alright.
I can see that.
Lumi, is this your key? Does your
Is it 0CA?
It is. Cool. Yeah.
Oh look, the graph made a good node now.
Wow, this is you've been using it.
Wow,
very nice.
I love all the arrows pointing towards Lilith and no arrows pointing outwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got sorry.
That is really cool.
I like watching the keys get signed. I'm surprised you're the only one who's complained about the arrows so far. Wait,
I mean, I didn't complain.
Show up.
Yeah.
You still have it?
Yeah.
I forgot to check if the new ones are in
That'd be bad.
there. They are. The new ones I just made are in there. So I have
Really?
an official
Useful keys to sign.
Well, no, the RSAs are still.
Awesome.
You
Yeah.
can also use the new ones too.
I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out how to do it like a UBQ now. Yeah, that's what I'm getting.
Cool.
Long story short, unless you really want to, go. If you do really want to, there's a GitHub repo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, go to github.com/drd.
Alright, I just said you need
DR what?
DRD.
read out the phrase that I
And
said.
just hit enter and you should see UBQ.
Cool.
Yeah, it's like a huge readme, so have fun reading through that.
Yes.
But
Okay.
it
So
is
I verified who you are. Now, go back.
That looks so much more complicated.
I've been signed by 4 people. However, I feel like there were more people.
Yeah. Does your key can start with 35 and then with E9? Cool. Oh, I already got this.
Are we supposed to set the trust level first so that it actually assigns it to the trust level?
Oh yeah, I kind of forgot that.
What is the default trust level?
The default trust level is unknown.
Which I believe is not very useful.
Yeah, you do have to set it higher, and I forgot to add that to the GPG the command.
Because I was sitting here like, this seems incorrect.
Yeah, okay, I forgot the trust levels. Oops. Okay.
We're gonna do something.
New room!
Zero?
New room! We can do it again!
Yeah, how does this work if I upload multiple keys? Like, if I sign someone's key and then I can't sign it again.
No, you can't sign it again because the task goes away. And also, there are some validations to make sure that you have actually signed their key, not like claiming to have signed it, or anything like that. Or you can't like grab someone else's public key and just paste it in there. You'll actually check it if it's or not. So, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yay. Just,
Like, I'm not entirely sure if it's just because I'm looking at other signing controls and it doesn't actually trust a key. But also, trust, like, I know trusting is a thing.
yeah, trusting is a thing.
Yeah.
Although,
The thing is, so I thought that GPG was supposed to ask you every time you run the GPG sign key thing. Yeah. That's what I heard someone else. Like,
Yes.
they'll give you an interactive
I
prompt.
wonder if they stopped doing it recently because nobody did it. I know that to edit the trust level, you actually have to do a GPG edit key.
Oh, all the
and then-
keys I have in my key ring are trust level 4 now. just from signing them. So I think it automatically ups.
Oh,
the
it's
trust
automatically.
level.
Okay.
Yeah, they're
Cool.
all
All right.
full
So we don't
trust.
have to. You don't have to do it again. That's great. Who is SB's from TDA? Oh, okay. Whoever this is, probably read.
I've already signed that key and I didn't sign a guest key, so I think someone just lost their name somehow.
Yeah, I think it's just party kit being kind of wonky. It's fine.
Poor guest, B17D8.
Sorry?
I said poor guest, B17D8.
Who is this?
Who's Donald Trump?
Who's Donald Trump?
Your dad is Donald Trump?
I don't think that's true.
Hey, can you pull the full strings for me? Can you like? Can I call him a couple favors?
Unfortunately, I can't verify this identity.
I can't verify this. What email did they associate with this key?
That's a great question.
I'm just thinking email.
Who blocked? Uh-oh.
It's the correct email, to be fair. It's DJT at whitehouse.com.
Upload their key to Keysigning. What association really?
Yeah, I can also send but
It's not actually Donald Trump. He's
Sorry. I think you can also
I don't think
show you for your phone. Yeah.
You know, Trump probably doesn't even know that GPT.
I think most people though.
Cool. All right. So yeah, I was talking.
It's very, yes, it's very
I should have added like a kick button
I think you need to
for the two people. Actually, no. This person just lost their name, but we've already signed this person. I don't know who it is.
Lovely. GPG signing.
What's the fingerprint for guest? What's the first 3 characters?
358B40.
That's Kian's key. It lost its name.
Oh, Kian, did you refresh your tab?
Yeah.
Okay, that might be why.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, you still
that's
have
for-
signatures.
yeah.
You
So if I
just
just re-upload your key, I think it's gonna.
Eric, this graph is.
It worked. Okay. Yes. What happened?
A lot of the arrows are like overlined. For example, between Grace and Louis, there is an arrow, but it's like really close to the arrows between Grace and Eric and Louis.
Yeah.
And so you can see how the
Yes, I know. This is a React library, believe it or not. Yeah. I feel great when you could drag around the nodes, but apparently you can't. Great. Anyways, alright. So great. I sent you an email. Yay. Okay. So I have verified you. Cool. And now I can drag over. Cool. So I signed everyone except this person.
Who's the variant?
Sorry.
Who's the variant again? I forgot already. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I do remember that.
Alrighty. So since everyone here has signed their key, we have 9 participants. Well, 8. And we have 33 signatures. Yeah. Okay. Cool. And on the-
Making sure no one signed that one.
Well,
Nobody signed Donald Trump.
It's not actually Donald Trump.
I mean, it looks like he's on an island. One island. Alright, anyways, so, Alright.
There's another check.
Okay, we should probably download the keys before this gets out of hand. So we're just going to click on download sign public keys online. And I'm also going to grab all the public keys of this group.
But I've signed nobody.
You have it?
No, I'm just really slow because my setup is set.
Wait, but you did.
No, she's been good.
Right. Yeah, right. And it only shows my, yes, okay. that
You
was-
trust me, I trust no one.
I see. And then, yeah.
It's basically because my pinning tree is broken and my certified key is broken off. So I'm in a separate environment with the keys in a separate folder. Not quite.
Not quite.
I keep my certified key on an encrypted partition on here. The certified key does not touch my basic computer. So I move everything there, sign it there. I didn't care about it. So I've just signed Auditor so far, and I need to actually export this.
I
But
see.
the other problem is that I can't just copy and paste the command to my pinning tree.
Okay.
So, if you need.
Sure. Like this graphic. It's really cool. Although I really wish they were like spaced more further apart. So they
I wish you could drag this out.
Yeah. I swear. I used to be able to do that, but apparently it's not open.
No, there's like new guests.
Yeah, but like I think the edges are being still signed by
Yeah.
You've been Lilith.
You've been signed by Lilith?
Oh, well, I get it. Oh. Yeah, so we have eight. What's 8 combinatorial 7? No, 8 combinatorial 2. Right? No. Sorry, I'm out of math. Combinatorial 8 times 7, yes?
Because
Yeah.
every person needs to sign every other person. So if you want to
Wait, oh my gosh, it's Linus Torvald. Oh my god, Linus Torvald?
we have Linus Torvald? That's crazy.
Oh my god.
No way. I should call him up.
Okay, but which guess did you skip?
Wait, but it's actually Linus Torvalds key.
This is
Can we sign
It
Linus?
was created in 2011.
Someone downloaded Linus Torvald's key.
Oh my god!
Someone uploaded
Linus
his
Torvald
key.
wants us to sign his keys?
No way.
Which guests do you skip?
This used to be Donald Trump, and then I think they refreshed the tab. So
Okay. Under guest D4. And no, Linus Torvald.
Real. Yes.
You will sign Linus?
There's plenty of internet history to confirm that it's Linus Torvalds key. Linux Torvalds.
Linux Torvald? Oh my god! We found Linux Torvald's keys?
Is this the long lost brother of Linus Torvald?
Oh.
Linux Torvald, that's who his name now.
Notably, I'm the one who did that, and I just searched the key server for his email.
Ah, okay, I see. Is this still valid?
That one.
Yeah.
Oh. Strange.
I mean, it's a public key. Yeah, that too.
Yeah. Alright. Oh.
Jeffrey?
Oh, great.
Oh, great. Alright. Yeah, I am really regretting not having that.
Linus Torvald has now been signed by someone.
At least I picked a relevant character.
Exactly.
I googled it and verified that.
That's very fun.
Yes.
I'm pretty confident that there's
Yes, everyone's on that.
internet history there.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Linus Torvalds.
You want to sign this? Do we have all the
I like the one connection to
more.
Yeah, I'll sign Linus Torvald.
Oh, and we need to include this. So it's, yeah, 13 more signatures to go.
I'm good. I'm not signing everyone though.
I see. Oh.
I'm signing everyone I know.
As
Which you know is more correct.
Yes. Okay, so we're not going to do 56 signatures. We're not going to do 56 signatures because I think there's 8 people here.
happen to know everyone who is
So there's,
I do happen to know everyone who is sold keys.
Cool.
I'm
So,
skipping the obvious trolls and one also. Sorry, you. I don't see your name in there.
Yeah, it's
Sorry,
for some
Matthew.
reason you went from Matthew to just.
oh, that's because the tab got refreshed. Yeah. If you refresh the tab, your fingerprint will stay the same, but because the name extraction from the GPG can happen when you first upload the key, your name gets reset to the guest. Unfortunately, no. But it's okay. You will still have the public. The keys are going to be so you will be able to download the keys from the site. And sorry, then you have got signed in my section. So it's fine. It's just like a display issue. So I made this in one colors. I'm sorry about the bugs. Alright,
Well, I just roll up that sign.
by two people.
Who?
Lumi and Ian. I see.
You know Linus Torvald?
You know in person.
Yeah, I called him up, confirmed that
Is this your key? Great.
Yeah.
This is gonna really help your credibility.
Yeah. People will be like, oh, I don't know about this Linus Torvald guy. Oh, I know these three Packers folks, and they trust me.
No.
Yeah, this one guy.
Sorry, can you elaborate? Can I? You can. Yeah, you can. The problem with that is, well, it's not really a problem. And have some keys underneath.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of why you would want it.
Yeah, I think
It is possible. Yes.
I'm kind of tempted to make something to do and tell me that. You can have multiple identities in one key.
Thing is, I kind of want to keep Oddcur and Incomer separate, but
Fair enough.
for now, I'm just going to stick with that.
I mean, there's a reason why my keys look the same.
Are we done with this?
I mean, I signed everyone on this.
Oh. Okay. Are we done with this thing? Is everyone good to go?
Yeah.
Alright. I don't know how
Time to
to.
download.
Sorry?
Time to download.
Yes, it's time to download now, so just press the two buttons to grab your keys and grab everyone's keys. If you choose to put them. And yeah, that concludes the Keysigning party. So thank you everyone for coming. Hopefully that was fun and you learned a little bit about GPG. And hopefully this tool was fun and
Is there a way to like import the signed keys of our own, or our own like signed key into the key ring? So
yes, okay, so
how does that work?
So how that works is I'm going to actually demo with my signed public keys. So if I go to open up my so I'm going to
You can just do GPG -N import star.
so I have my signed keys here. I've unzipped it and I have like all those keys. So I'm going to do my key to verify that I'm just going to get everyone's okay, good. So I'm going to go is echo. And that should work. Let's try that. Okay. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there were 6 keys, and now we have 6 new signatures. And yeah, so it gets imported to your GPG Trust DB, and now you have signatures that are given to you. This one? Yes.
Whoa!
Is that just take the previous command and replace the...
Yes, this is a bash feature. You can put you can use those to replace echo with GPG import. Really useful. I really like this stuff.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah. So you can do echo to first
Why did all my
verify.
keys get a trust level undefined?
All of your keys?
Well, all of my identities on my key.
Yeah, I also got that.
They all went undefined.
But
That's
then I
funny.
did edit key, set the trust to ultimate, and it said no changes. I hit save, and it said like no changes to be saved. Exited.
Yay!
So And like if it wasn't ultimate, then the
Alrighty.
keys that are
Did everyone manage to get their like side keys and put it in the trust
Yeah.
key?
it does work. It just says
Or their keys? Yes?
we're emulating with this.
Kind of? Okay, cool. Awesome. Alright. Alright, that wraps up the key signing party and the session. Thank you all for coming.
Wow, my public key block is way larger.
How big is that? Oh wait, did you import all the keys?
All the signatures, yeah. Like what you did there. And now if you export it, your public key block is going to be way larger because it includes the
Other people's signatures.
Yeah.
I did not do that. I should.
Another thing that I noted, because I think we were talking about, well, the thing is that when your public key gets extremely long, specifically because it will include your key and all the signatures of everyone else.
Yeah, like
And
that makes sense.
Your public key does get a lot longer. Like I noticed that it got a lot longer when I imported or assigned my key. So I'm interested to see how long it'll get. However, something that I'm going to do first is because I'm doing this on the enclave on this, I'm going to record everyone's key fingerprints, put it in a file, and then remove your keys from the trust key. Specifically because my certify key is kept on here, and I don't keep my certify key in my main key room. And so what I'm going to do is I'm importing all the signatures, I'm going to record everyone else's, and I'm going to delete everyone else's keys from the trust key here. Because I don't miss the contain my key. However, I still have a record of who was what key.
One thing I noticed,
So I know who signed my key. But I don't want the thing that I can deal with every single time key.
my public key also got larger.
So,
So I suspect what it's doing is it is actually just including three separate, like it's including all the separate public keys for all the different keys. So you do technically have a separate public key for each key. It's just that it is including all of them, like in one file. I think that's what's happening.
Wait, repeat that. I'll try to compare it.
So I think, because I've recently learned like the math behind RSA encryption and how it actually works. And so one thing I was wondering is like it seems like you have one public key for your entire key ring. Like if you have one master key that's for like certify and sign, and then you have one like encryption key, you still only seem to have one public key for it. But I noticed that when because I followed the commands here to like make a key, but it had a single certified sign key, I removed the sign ability and I made a separate like sub key just for signing, and my public key got larger. And I think what it's doing is it's actually like mathematically it is three separate public keys for each key, but then when you actually export it, it's like that like the PGP public key block is just those three different public keys in one.
Yes.
That is my guess as to what's happening.
Yes. I
Okay.
believe there's a separate way to export just the subkeys.
Okay.
If you do just GPG-export, it'll export all of the keys.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, because I've recently learned like the math behind how RSA encryption works. I want to dive into elliptic curve cryptography, but also like when I learned the math for RSA, it was just like, hey, this is how you can encrypt things, and I'm like, okay, so I can encrypt something, but now what is signing? What is certification? And what's all how do you actually get to open an open PGP implementation? So it's been interesting.